Hello, welcome to Shad Life. It is December 4th. One of my goals this year was to get to 5K, 5,000 subscribers, and I'm not quite there yet. I'm less than 100 subscribers away. So I'm asking you, because I look at the analytics, lots of people view my channel. The amount of time they watch is significant enough for me to think that there's a lot of people that watch my videos over and over again, but they don't hit the subscribe button. So please do me a favor, go down and hit that subscribe button. When I make my videos, I don't make it a point. A lot of YouTube videos, they make a pretty big point to subscribe. I say it really quick at the end, but I don't make a big point to do it. But I'm doing it today. It's not a huge deal if I don't make it to 5K, but it was one of those goals, and you know, goals are meant to be met, right? So yeah, if you watch my videos regularly, I'm not just asking anybody who happens to see this video to go click the subscribe button. I only want you to do it is if you watch my channel and like my content and so on and so forth. It doesn't make sense to click the button otherwise. And what it does is it puts my videos in your feed more regularly, so you know when I'm putting out new videos and things like that. So that would be super cool. I did want to talk about one other thing really quick, not just begging you to subscribe. Please subscribe. Could you imagine if I did that? That would probably get you to like unsubscribe. No, I want to talk about my handlebars when I was at Rays. I didn't talk about it in my Rays video, but I think this is a really important message or PSA that I want to put out there. So let me show you something. Okay, I'm trying to get the light just right so you can see it in the video. I don't know if you can see it, but these bars are cracked on both sides. And if you see that kind of, let's see here, see that? Over to the right, wait, right there. See that? On the right side, that crack going deeper into the handlebar? That was what I noticed and realized my bars were cracking. And then when I took them off, I realized they were actually cracking on both sides. And so I'm glad I noticed that. So I want to talk about this for a brief moment. So when I was at Rays, I think it was Saturday, pretty early on in the day, I was kind of warming up or just trying to get used to jumping my bike and stuff. I haven't ridden my BMX bike, certainly not off of jumps like at Rays, in a while. So I was in the profile room, which is the big room with all the jumps all packed in there. And it's near the end of my Rays video that I just posted a couple days ago. I was going over the jumps, and when I cased a little bit, I heard my handlebars make a noise, and I thought they were moving. They kind of went, or it's kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it, but it sounded like my bars moved, and that's what I thought had happened. So I was like, oh crap, my bars moved. I went back into the little hangout area, looked at my bars, thought they had moved back. I moved them forward a little bit, tightened them down, and so on, and then went back out there. But then I heard the noise again, and I was kind of like, oh, well, what's going on? Why are they making that noise? Well, I thought maybe the bars, sometimes your bars will find a favorite spot to be. So maybe I was like, well, maybe they're in that favorite spot. So I just went back and I tightened them really tight. Then I went back out and was jumping, and heard the noise again. So this third time I went out, and I'm going to show you what I did on my handlebars I ended up buying when I was at Rays, once I realized those other ones were cracked. But I first started looking around here, because I've cracked bars here before around these welds, and I didn't see anything. So then I started looking around here. Well, that's when I saw that little like kind of light mark that looked like a scratch. But then I started looking at closer, and I had the flashlight that's built into my phone on when I was looking at it. I was like, gosh, that looks like it might be a crack. So I went and asked my friend Jay to come over and take a closer look. And he looked at it and he started running his finger on it and stuff. And he noticed right away. He's like, yep, that's cracked. You do not want to run those bars anymore, which obviously you don't. And then once I took the bars off, we realized they were cracked on both sides. So on this side, they were cracked about halfway around. And this side, they had that kind of crooked, jagged crack going to here, and then cracked about halfway around. So they were pretty close to breaking on me. And that's kind of scary, because if handlebars break when you land off a jump, it's going to be pretty catastrophic, pretty sudden, and could cause a serious crash. Generally, when I crash, I know I'm off balance, I know something's wrong, and I can kind of prepare for it. But when a part fails and you crash, it's instantaneous. You are not prepared for it. So, kind of scary. Glad that I figured that out before they broke. So it's just a PSA for you. If you feel something funny on your bike, or you hear funny noises, it's really good to figure out what the noise is or why your bike's feeling a little weird. Because you don't want something to fail on you. And this goes for mountain bikes, BMX bikes, whatever. You don't want to be going off a drop and then have like the front of your frame break or your handlebars break or whatever, right? So really pay attention to the noises your bike's making, how it feels, things like that. And if your stuff is older, like these bars are a couple of years older, and I've talked about this before, they're race bars, they're not freestyle bars. And I like the race bars because they have less back sweep. And, you know, unfortunately, the only ones available at Ray's were regular street bars or park bars, whatever, freestyle bars, that have more back sweep. So I just had to get used to the back sweep for the rest of the weekend, which was fine. But, yeah, it's just one of those things. I probably won't run race bars on this bike anymore. I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, I do those feeble grinds, the front peg bonks, and, you know, a lot of things that are heavy on the front end. And so I probably should not run race bars. So, so there you have it. I just wanted to mention that, talk about the importance of inspecting your stuff, and just, you know, really making sure your bike's dialed when you're going to go out and do, you know, more extreme stuff like jumps and drops and things, or even just riding along. If you're riding along a trail or on the bike path, even your bike fails, you're going to crash really hard. So inspect your bike. If it's doing something funny, making funny noises, check it out, figure it out. Appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. See, there you go, that whole subscribe thing again. Peace.